Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shruti.
Yay. So, go.
No, I won't. I will stay right here. Yes.
Yeah,
I know, I'm so excited.
Go. But yeah, I dropped that reaction and I'm just letting people know that we are recording the Phir Milenge reaction in this recording session, but we have not yet gotten to it. We are recording the Go Ka BTS first. But you'll see this after because everyone is going crazy asking for the Phir Milenge reaction.
I know. And it all released in such a, just when you were traveling, I was traveling, everything, it's suddenly like fat karke, everything released.
Yeah, I was in Dubai and I didn't even know it had released, and then started getting all that, and I had not even dropped the Goka reaction at that time. It was recorded the previous week, so I was like, oh my god, let's get to this fast. So you will see the Go BTS reaction, this video, after the Phir Milenge reaction is already out, but just know that that was recorded after, so we may not refer to it at all in this video.
Correct.
Okay, now that disclaimer is done, let's get into this. The magical journey of Go. I can't wait. And by the way, Abdullah Siddiqui, shout out, he commented on the Goka reaction and he's so sweet. So you know what he said?
What?
I was like, what? He says that, let me read it out for you. He left some emojis and then I thanked him and then he replied saying, I have been following your reactions religiously through this entire season because they're the most well thought out and articulate and insightful of any I've seen. It's been so gratifying watching you guys pick up on all the little nuances in our work. Thank you, heart. So sweet. Gonna cry.
Heart right back.
I'm gonna cry. Very sweet. Thank you. That just gives us so much more, this thing.
That's amazing.
What we're doing here.
Yes.
Trying to be the bridge between audiences and the music and the artists and playing our little part. So, okay, chalo. I have lots of questions about the song. Let's get into the BTS. Ready?
Done. Let's do. Yes, ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
This sound.
ये गाना है अब्दुल्ला सिद्दीकी एंड आतिफ असलम. सो इसमें दोनों लैंग्वेजेस हैं. इसमें इंग्लिश भी है, इसमें आपका वो उर्दू वाली वाइब भी है, राइट?
It's really just a song that's about, embracing sensitivity, and it's about not feeling ashamed of feeling things.
एक जब बजाते हैं ना, एक बात का ख्याल, जहाँ भी आप लोग फिल्स बजाते हो, सैड नहीं होने देना. जो ये वाला तुम्हारा पार्ट है ना, उसमें कहता है दिल जाने ना जाने क्या है, दिल जाने ना जाने क्या है, आधी हाफ इनकम्प्लीट ये बातें क्या, हूँ आदि जिन राहों का फिर आ गया वहाँ. एवरीवन अपनी तरफ से एक सोचें कि ये बात क्या हो रही है, उनके लिए गाना कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट बन जाए, पर्सनल हो जाए.
मेरे कान में आवाज आ रही थी, अब्दुल्ला मुझे लगा रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है. वो बंदा लाइव खड़ा गा रहा था और वो इतना अच्छा गा रहा था कि मैंने कहा यार ये तो मुझे रिकॉर्डेड लग रहा है.
Yes.
मैं गा रहा, मैंने कहा यार वेरी नाइस.
Exactly.
बड़ा न्यू एज और हाइपर पॉप सा साउंड है गाने का.
it just puts everyone in a trance. The ones who are listening, the ones who are singing, the ones who are playing. You know, एक जो build up होता रहता है. You know, and just so it's a beautiful build up if you ask me.
हमारी जो नई यानी कि जनरेशन है ना, उनको ये लगता है कि सारंगी जो है ना एक सैड इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, जो कहीं अगर ड्रामे में फोदगी होगी तो सारंगी का पार्ट आएगा.
हमारा शुरू से ये मिशन रहा है, हमने बैंड भी हमारा था तो हमने यही कोशिश की कि हम यूथ को कनेक्ट करें अपने इंस्ट्रूमेंट से. उसी की एक समझ ले बुनियादी ये गाना भी है.
याद आ गया. हाँ, मैंने सबसे पहले रुमाली नहीं होती रोटी बड़ी वाली खाई थी और ये म्यूजिक इस तरह का लगा. I swear, I loved it.
Oh, wow.
We wanted the song to really act as a blueprint for a new sound as far as Desi music goes. And we really thought like who could really legitimize that and who could, lend a big voice to that. And we felt like, there's nobody more powerful than Atif. Nobody who, nobody has a more powerful voice than Atif.
Assalamu alaikum bhai. कैसे हो? ठीक ठाक. फिट लग रहे हैं यार. Thank you.
God, even his humming.
क्या बात है. मैं उनसे जब मिला था तो मैंने उनको यही कहा था कि मैं आपके गाने सुन के बचपन से वो गाने सुन के ही मैंने गाने लिखना सीखा है. Listening to those songs was for me like going to university to learn how to write music. So to be in a room right now जहाँ पे मेरी लिखी हुई चीज़ आप गा रहे हैं, it feels like I've come full circle.
I have no idea क्या हो.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
So good. Yeah. I think we're in a good place.
I feel good.
The whole experience, you and Atif
So good.
collaborating for the song.
I'm loving the energy. Also, the lyrics is nice, and towards the end of the song, I think there's a crescendo that we hit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that part as well. And of course, it is the Gen Z music for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm loving it.
But I think it's even beyond that. I think what's great about this is that we're carrying forth like fundamentally Desi music in a way that is, not desperately trying to preserve old tradition, but like evolving it and creating something entirely new out of it. So I think it's beyond Gen Z. I think it's
a great way to do something like this.
Yeah.
So for people who just want to have, things that they can sing along, it has that.
The clouds. Oh, hand painted.
वो ये आतिफ की जैकेट पे ये फूल पत्तियां बनाना था, फिलहाल तो आर्ट थोड़ा सा आर्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं यार.
So good.
Amazing. Oh yeah, nice.
बड़ा I was just talking to people कि मैं बड़ा परेशान था कि there are people capable of doing something like this. This is amazing. I love it.
No, it's very special. It's looking great. मैंने कहा इस तरह की चीज पहले कभी इधर हुई है. So it's looking great.
The set is gorgeous. It's sort of surreal to think this is Coke Studio. I mean, it's not what you imagine when you think Coke Studio, but I think that's a great thing. It looks so cool.
One of the first kind of visuals I got was like nature. So the idea was, okay, what if we bring nature into the studio? So usse meri Iraj ke saath kafi conversation start hui, and a motif we came up was with clouds. Again, the song was about sensitivity, so I felt like clouds was a very relevant kind of metaphor or motif for sensitivity.
यार मुझे कमाल ने बोला कि बहुत सारे बादल मुझे नज़र आ रहे हैं, सिर्फ वीडियो में बादल नज़र आ रहे हैं, एंड आई वाज रियली फिगिंग आउट क्योंकि मैंने कभी बादल नहीं बनाए हुए, लेकिन एक सैंपल देखने के बाद आई वाज लाइक ओके फाइन, दिस कैन लुक नाइस. वी गेट आउट ऑफ दिस रूम, एंड व्हेन वी गेट आउट ऑफ दिस रूम हम एक छत पे आ जाते हैं, और ये जो छत है इधर आतिफ है, और आतिफ अपना वर्स बोलता है, एंड देन वी फाइनली गो फ्रॉम दिस रूफ रूम टू द स्टूडियो.
How's it going so far?
यार जबरदस्त, ब्रिलियंट परफॉर्मर्स, तो और मजा आता है देखने का भी, मैं तो एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ. एंड साउंडिंग ग्रेट, लुकिंग ग्रेट, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट.
So far so good. मैंने क्रिकेट का मैच भी खेली है इसके बीच में, और मैं और एनर्जाइज हो गया और लिरिक्स भूल गया.
यही हुआ है.
और एनर्जाइज
हुआ यही है. It's interesting because when people like see this when it comes out, like it still doesn't capture what it feels like to be in this space.
I'm sure.
Like to actually be walking underneath these giant clouds and stuff. It's like a really surreal feeling.
रेडी है?
सब गाना ही सुन रहे हैं आप. How does it feel when you sing a song, the whole set knows the song as well? How does it feel?
It feels great, yeah. It feels beautiful. There's so much love, so much, love from musicians, from your own people. Feels brilliant. एक overwhelming सी feeling होती है कि इतने ज़्यादा लोग आपको प्यार करते हैं, और वो लोग जो म्यूज़िक जानते हैं, और वो लोग जो म्यूज़िक बनाते हैं, वो आपके गाने को पसंद करते हैं, आपकी आवाज़ को पसंद करते हैं. आई थिंक इससे खूबसूरत फीलिंग और कोई नहीं है कि आप किसी के ब्रेकअप में भी साथ होते हैं, मेकअप में भी साथ होते हैं, और रिलेशनशिप ऊंचाई गहराई उसका टूटना, उसमें आपका म्यूज़िक जो है हमारे साथ होता है, एंड यूर वर्चुअली प्रेजेंट है. तो इससे बड़ी बात और कोई नहीं है आई थिंक वो मेरे लिए कि लोगों की ज़िंदगी में कहीं ना कहीं मौजूद है, और बस ये उसका करम है, उसकी देन है, नथिंग एल्स.
I really wanted to create a new sound for Pakistani music, but I feel like we are now in a point where we need to develop a sound that is specifically Desi and specifically modern Desi. And I think it's really going to set a precedent for performing this kind of music moving forward.
मैं जब स्टेज पे आता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि एक सेलिब्रेशन का वक्त है, एक खुशी का मौका है, और बस उसको सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए, और जितनी ज़िंदगी है आपकी आप उसको सेलिब्रेट करें किसी भी तरीके से. This is how I am. This is what I believe in. I believe in music.
Wow. So video में मैंने इतने सारे clouds नहीं देखे थे. You know how we could see upper clouds, we could see some धुआं and everything, but in the BTS, the entire set, I think, at least to me, the entire visual, has become much clearer via the BTS. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to go back and watch the video once now, apne aap, because now I'll be able to like just appreciate everything that we just like heard about and spoke, heard them talking about. We'll be able to appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
It's just too
so many
beautiful,
so many thoughts. My God.
Come on, unleash them.
You know how Zulfi was saying that he remembered what the Rumali Roti. Did he say he in Bombay?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So with the music playing in the background.
Yeah.
But when Atif was sitting and humming initially with the guitar, the humming itself is so powerful. It totally took me back in time to my first interview when I interviewed him, and it was he was still new. He was literally like one song old in India with Bhigi Yadein, right? And dropped as Wo Lamhe. And he had come to release Duri in India, and that's when I interviewed him. I remember sitting in the studio with him. It was a very tiny booth, and and because the interview went so smooth, the conversation, we were talking for like over an hour, and I was telling him how his song Yaqeen, which he had included then in the Duri album, I was telling him how that song meant a lot to me and how it because for me, like Personal Life Mate was an important song. So he's like, for you, I'm going to play that whole song. And he took his guitar out and he recorded the whole, imagine Atif sitting in front of you, singing his song. Yeah. And in the end of that song is this line where he goes really high, ki, ab agar hum mile to itna yaqeen hai, has denge hum to rona nahi hai. Like he sang that. And I was like, I can just die right now. So when he was sitting here humming this, I remember that moment and I was like, this man's voice, man, it can it can take you somewhere else. And right now he's just humming. And that gave me goosebumps. And like Abdullah was also saying that there is no like better voice to create that blueprint for that new sound that he wants to take people into, because Atif has been such a standard feature in everyone's life. Whether it's emotionally, personally, musically, he's just been around, and I think they picked the right voice for a song like this. They really did. Some things just bring back such memories now for you.
They're beautiful.
This one, I really like what the set designer said about how clouds are a good metaphor for sensitivity, because someone whose head is in the clouds is always someone who's a dreamer and someone who's like overly like, I don't know, emotional or that kind of thing. So that was well thought out, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Nice.
Just, I think watching the whole thing, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, when you're watching everything, and this has been so constant, everything is so well thought out. Every little thing. I loved how Zulfi said, कि बीच में sad नहीं होना चाहिए, and figure out what this means to you. Because if it's sensitivity, whatever it means to you, and then that in a happy thing. इतनी छोटी-छोटी बारीकियां होती हैं, which as a director, I'm assuming he needs to go into, which, as listeners, because we listen to the song so many times, we catch on to those things. Yeah. Even subtly, in ways that we also don't
won't even realize
it, but he realizes it, So every BTS, I'm constantly looking to him. Basically, he's always dancing. Like, depending on whatever song it is, he's either jumping or he's dancing, or he's like, if the song is very, he is the embodiment of feeling the entire song so completely that जब वो बोलते हैं ना कि एक person who will be the true living person of the song, behind the scenes, he's the person, and so rightly so, because after all, he's the director, he's the karta dharta of the whole thing, So it was just
but the sensitivity level is the at its peak in someone like him, because he knows exactly where to tweak which thing to make it sound, to how to make a person feel a certain way in that portion. Like what I noticed in that part also was that while he's directing the musicians, he's also giving them the freedom to do it their way. He didn't tell them ki ye note play karo ya ye aise karo. He just said ki figure out how to not make it sad. You do it in your way, and in that way the musician also learns so much, like, okay, maybe if I tried this, it'll evoke this emotion, or if I tried this, it's just help. Like, I don't know, we keep seeing this and saying this in every BTS, that there is a certain tact and a certain manner and a certain rhythm in which you need to be the captain of the ship. And that's not an easy task to, like a team leader in any field, in any environment, you have to have that faith in people and let them discover their capabilities on their own. So no wonder this stuff. I'm just going to look at the lyrics, because in the reaction we were like, we must go over the lyrics are a whole separate discussion in this song, right? So and so I was thinking maybe we should just quickly skim over them, because there are some crazy deep lines in here, you know, and it's a song about sensitivity. Oh, one sec. These lyrics are not full. Hyper-tactile, you could say a single word and it could make my vision blurred. I'm all nerve, ends all sense, no sense, live to get my feelings hurt, sentimental amateur. हर सुबह के शुरू में वही खुशबू, सपनों में गुम, मान गए बजे घुंघरू, गिर गिर के मैं फिर ये कदम लूं, कैसे करूं इजहार ना समझूं. I can't help it, इंतहा कैसी ये जानूं, कैसे इतना बरस जाता है दिल मेरा ये बारिश जैसे. है मेरी हर ख्वाहिश में जो मौजूद, कैसे करूं जाहिर ये बता तू. Go, because I can never take it slow. आ गया यहीं, I've come here again, आता हूं हर रोज. I knew it from the get-go कि नहीं हूँ कमजोर, डरना नहीं हूँ कमजोर. So the whole thing is I've come back to where I always come back. It's like फिर वही है रात सुनहरी, पूछे दिल से बात ये गहरी, ख्वाहिशों के दर पे बैठा, आसरों का बोझ क्यों सहता. पास ये हवा जो बहकती, जाने सब हर बात ये कहती, खिड़कियां ये बंद ना कर तू, सांस ले खुदी से ना डर तू. खिड़कियां ये बंद ना कर तू, सांस ले खुदी से ना डर तू. I'm assailable, but I'm in my mind. I don't need you telling me that I'm starry-eyed. I don't want to hold up if I can't break. This line, I don't want to hold up if I can't break. I don't want to shut down just to feel safe. I'm pathetic, so frenetically romanticizing, but there's just something so poetic in the clutter. You can't wear me down, oh, you can't wear me down. And then like the sun on my skin, let the heat sink in, patterns in my delicate scars, feel it in my sunburnt heart. This sunburnt heart was just beautiful, beautiful. Healing while I revel in pain, meaning in the burns like paint, patterns in my delicate scars, feel it in my sunburnt heart. दिल जाने ना जाने क्या है आधी ये बातें क्या हूँ आधी जिन राहों का आ गया वहां. That's the part. दिल जाने ना जाने क्या है आधी ये बातें क्या हूँ आधी जिन राहों का आ गया वहां. And then that keeps repeating many times. Okay. And then the chorus. My God, these lines. And the lyrics of Manu. Do you remember?
It's just, I love how he said, like how he's grown up on Atif songs, and then for him to hear that, like it was a full circle for him. That's just beautiful. Now, irony and all the lyrics is beautiful. Like, you know, even when you're reading it out right now, so 2 seconds और मिलते हैं to पूरी बात को समझने में ना. It's stunning. Continuing.
It's Zulfi, Manu, and Abdullah who've written the lyrics together.
Wow.
But like props to all of them. This is such a deep song, and every line is so layered in its meaning. So I'm, you know, honestly, I'm taking away from this video, the main thing is like Abdullah is now on a mission. He spelled it out. He said it himself. He's like creating that new sound, which will go beyond things like fusion and all of that. It's just going to be a new sound that he's after and wanting to propel that into the forefront of the music scene. No, that's what I'm taking away. And what Atif said at the end was so beautiful, that it's just heartwarming to have been a part of people's life. And he has been a part of many people's lives, let me tell you. I mean, I don't need to say. Definitely been a part of mine. Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm gonna like, this song is so powerful in its message, so powerful. Even the the sarangi and sitar players, they were so sweet, right? I was just there, like when they were talking.
When they spoke about the music in that same way, that how everyone associates sarangi to be only with sad, you know, stuff, and we want to change that. It's so beautiful how everyone's trying to change and bring it into, you know, in today's day and age, like how everything, which is what musicians are the only people who can actually do that. You know, हम उसके बारे में बहुत बातें कर सकते हैं, but the ones who will actually make that change and difference and literally make that difference are the musicians. So it's beautiful to watch that, and I'm glad they spoke about it. So
yeah, exactly. Because like it got me thinking, like if the musicians themselves don't feel like they're on some, like they don't have some kind of mission for their art, then it's just going to be musicians playing music like it's always been played before. There'll be there'll be no innovation, there'll be no ground and path breaking things happening. So it's so important to cultivate that mindset.
Correct.
And that mindset is what is bringing out the magic in this season of Coke Studio.
Yeah.
I'm just very overwhelmed, and there's so much to say. But again, like we said last time, it's this is an important song, man. This is an important song. The lines are important. People need to understand that being vulnerable is not weakness. Being sensitive is not weakness. Feeling too much is not weakness. Oh, share this song.
Like, share, subscribe. Please do the needful. And we're going to see you while we go and listen to the song once again and be a little more sensitive.
Yes. Live long and prosper.